What's going on, guys? This is Martyrs Brigade 99 coming to you once again with another session of Dark Souls PvP. Alright guys, we're back at it again with part 2 of Battle of the Uploaders Volume 6. Now, what I really wanted to do was to hurry up and create a fast rolling Leo ring build for this series, and basically I was going to name it Battle of the Uploaders Volume 6, the Fox versus a Lion. Right, and I was basically, like I said before, going to use my fast rolling Leo build, and I thought it would have been a pretty catchy title to it, seeing that it calls himself Fox from Foxeo games, right? The Leo versus, well, actually the Fox versus a Lion. But you know, I only have 2 builds on Xbox, so it don't always work out that way. And as a matter of fact, I caught him kind of on random. He just so happened to be on there, and I said, holy crap, you know, especially since he has established in some of his videos his work schedule. I said, you know what, let me just go ahead and try to take advantage of this opportunity while, you know, it has presented itself. Alright, so we're back at it again. Now, this is basically split up in 2 parts for a reason. What happened was we had a first series of matches, and then for whatever reason we got interrupted. He can no longer see my sign, nor could I any longer see his sign. So the second part of this series is basically last few set of matches that we had on a different day. As a matter of fact, I think it was the following day. So he's at turtle mode right now. You guys notice he's kind of just poking behind his shield. Okay, and he's just kind of running up to me and doing this parry method. And he's kind of slowly chipping away at my vitality, but it's nothing really serious at this point, right? So even though he's just kind of getting me with these little nicks behind the shield, it's not even really doing that much damage, so it's not really a big deal. Alright, so, well, so nothing. Alright, so, he told me, he's like, look dude, I kind of have a Black Knight build that I like to use, so I'm going to go ahead and use it. So I said, hey, speak of the devil, I just did a cosplay 2v2 with some of the Twitch bros over in the arena the other day. Right, so I just said, you know what, that's funny that you say you have a Black Knight, because I actually have a full Silver Knight, for which I use all of the weapons, spear, sword, in addition to the bow. Right, so when he told me he'll pull out his Black Knight, I went on ahead and decided to pull out my Silver Knight. Alright, so you guys can see he is rocking the Black Knight Great Axe, which is an awesome weapon. I pretty much love that weapon. I kind of use it a lot with my strength build, in addition to the mace and a lot of the other weapons that you guys have seen me use on other videos featuring my strength build. Now, at that particular point, I kept doing that, you know, not to be sarcastic or anything, but for whatever reason, I forgot to equip my, the bows that goes, excuse me, I forgot to equip the arrows that go with the bow. Right, so when I kept trying to pop them off with my arrows, I gave them basically the WTF sign. So that's basically what happened with that. But, you know, at this point I remember that I just need to hit the right trigger, and I get him with a high-speed headshot for the win. And actually, speaking of Silver Knight, I have a Silver Knight 2-part series out there that I was thinking about doing a volume 2. Because in the first volume of that Silver Knight video that I did, basically all I did was use the Silver Knight spear, but I did not use the Silver Knight to its fullest capabilities. Right, so I think next time around I'm gonna go ahead and use the full Silver Knight. Full meaning using the bow, the spear, and the sword. Alright, so I'm going to be working on that sometime soon. I think, as a matter of fact, I'm going to be doing a little forest hunting by using the Silver Knight cosplay. I think I'm going to do that. As a matter of fact, that just might be my next project. I'll go ahead and use a full Silver Knight, but instead of doing Invasion and Orlando, I'll just go ahead and do some forest matches, because I mean those just seem to be the most exciting in my personal opinion. Alright, so I mean I thought I was going to hit him with my great bow, but you know, the bow that he was using was a little faster on the draw, so he got the quick win. Now if I was able to get my bow off, I think it would have been a simultaneous win, but you know, it is what it is. I think we're looking pretty good so far. He's gotten me with a lot of parries, but I fortunately was able to get off with a lot of lucky wins. Right, and you know, like I said before, the emphasis is not on number of wins, although you know, people like to win. It is competition, but that's not the focus. Like I said before, it builds cohesion and rapport amongst others, streamers / uploaders. Right, so that's what the battle of the uploader / streamer is all about. So like I said before, for a lot of you guys out there, if you are an uploader, as a matter of fact, shout out to good old O. Henry. There's another guy that, you know, his name kind of starts with a P and it's kind of hard for me to pronounce. But we try to get hooked up on a number of occasions, but unfortunately we couldn't get hooked up. But shout out to good old O. Henry. Listen, dude, we can go ahead and get some matches in next time you're on. I've checked out the channel. You've got some good footage. And anybody else out there. As a matter of fact, good old Peeve. You know, I know Peeve is kind of like into his own ganker world. But, hey, dude, let's go ahead and give them what they want. I've had a couple guys leave me comments on my channel saying, hey, dude, why don't you fight Peeve? Or why don't you fight Mind's Eye or something like that? Hey, I will fight anybody. Like I said before, I know that's one thing that a lot of subscribers would enjoy. So, you know, if we can go ahead and yank Peeve about the Ganker Forest, bring him over here to the brigade, we'll try to tighten him up proper like. Right? We'll go ahead and tighten him up. Well, at least try to, right? Or at least try to. It's always good to be humble and have a good humble attitude with regard to things, because no one likes big shots. Alright, so at least try to. Alright. I know Peeve has a lot of tricks up his sleeve, from the, you know, 360, you know, the high speed 360 bow popping off, to the parries, to the running R1s, all that katana action. Just might get the best of me, right? But I'll definitely give him a good run for his money. There's enough about that. Actually, who else is on Xbox? Sunlight Blade. You know, I'm trying to get hooked up with him, but for whatever reason, our connections prevent that from happening. But I do know for sure good old O. Henry is one. I just had a series of matches between myself and good old Mr. I Won't Forget. And anyone else out there. As a matter of fact, good old X-Gold as well. I know X-Gold is out there. He's got that high-speed Lumberjacks video. I'll go ahead and have a battle of the uploaders with him if he wants to. Or anybody else out there. Right? Just go ahead, shoot me a comment, send me a message, and you can hook up and we can have a few matches in the brigade. Alright, so enough about that. So, now he's in his defensive posture, right? He's just kind of running around with his shield up, not really doing anything. Actually, he's kind of doing some counterattacking. Although I'm not sure, I doubt if he's using a Leo ring. I think he's just kind of hiding behind his shield and poking whenever convenient, which is cool. You know, but me, you know, I just like to engage, like I said before. You know, it's very rare. I mean, unless my vitality is all the way down, it's very rare that I'm just going to be basically just shield up. But, you know, that's a part of situational awareness. Sometimes when you're, when the situation calls for it, you just have to be a little more defensive in some cases. Right? So it's all to the good. Alright, so, I mean, this is me. I'm just kind of going through some of my weapons, trying to figure out what exactly I want to use, and I'm going to my trusty halberd. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and give them a taste of the lion. Alright, so I went on, you guys can notice that symbol up there that appears like the Hornet ring. No, that's the Leo ring. Right, you guys notice that damage for 714, right? Good old power of the lion. Doink. Alright, so that was a GG right there. Alright, now, I'm going to go ahead and try to experiment with the high-speed Avalon. Now, unfortunately, it's only plus 11. Right, I had to go farm a few chunks, and at the time that I had these matches against good old Foxeo, I didn't have all the chunks at the time. That was a good parry right there. And that scythe definitely hurts, because I know those parries hit for like 900, and I know that personally because I use the scythe a lot. But let's see what we can do. Alright, because he basically has almost all of his vitality, and I am trailing big time. Alright, so let's try to hit him with some counter hits. And basically, you know, I'm just kind of noticing when he's going to try to swing. I know he kind of likes to do that a lot. So hopefully, and actually he was successful with that hit right there. Alright, so we're back at it. So I'm just going to go ahead and pull out my S-Stock. This is a weapon that I like, and actually if that was unlocked I probably would have hit him with that R2. But, you know, I get him for 300 damage with the Avalon. Now, it probably would have hit for a little more had that been a plus 15. Because keep in mind that those bolts are thrusting weapons, so you also get the counter bonus with using the Avalon insofar as you are exercising a counter attack. Alright, now I'll go ahead and interrupt that bow action with my Avalon. Right, because sometimes you may not be able to get a good shot with your bow. So in the event that someone is in the middle of an animation, the Avalon is a good option. Alright, so this is the last match of the two-part series. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. Like I said before, thanks to good old Fox from Foxeo Games for his participation. I appreciate it. So until next time, Martyrs Brigade is